Brian, thank you so much for that introduction, man. I appreciate you. It's really cool. I'm literally just here hanging with my buddies, man. When I joined this amazing company, Connect, I had no idea what was going to happen in the future. I'm talking almost 10 years ago. This company fell in my lap by my big brother Chris, who kept saying, "You got to look at this." They figured out a way to make residual income on energy bills and all this other crazy stuff. And I didn't realize that when I said, okay, I'll do this to shut you up, Chris, that fast forward almost 10 years later, you join this to make money for your family, you join this to better your life, but really the true reward is the people you meet. And Joel, Shane, Brian, they're my boys, they're my brothers, and I'm so blessed to have them in my circle. So guys, great job tonight. I feel a little bit like guy heavy here tonight. We should have a beautiful woman on here tonight, but it's all good. And guys, I'm pumped for tonight. I'm pumped for life. 10 years ago, actually over 10 years ago, I was in the car business, buying and selling cars. I was a wholesaler. So that's my daughter yelling. So if you trade in your car at a dealership and they don't want to keep it, they would call a wholesaler. That's what I did. I was called a wholesaler. I would buy the car, I would recon it, make it pretty, and run it through the auto auction. And every Wednesday, I would run anywhere from 100 to 125 cars through the auto auction. Sounds pretty cool that you can buy and sell 400 to 500 cars a month, but you know what it meant? It meant that I didn't really do anything else. Excuse me. I literally woke up Monday morning about 6 a.m., which I think should be illegal, except for now I'm a dad, so it's just mandatory. And I would go to the office, I would get my stuff ready, and then I would go buy cars. I get home Sunday night around 9 o'clock. And it sounds crazy because Groundhog Week, Groundhog Year, and that's what I did. I was great at what I did. I made a lot of money. But then I realized, this company came into my life, and I realized I was taught that I don't care if you make $1 million a year, if you have no time to enjoy your own life and spend great times with your family, you are broke on a whole different level. And at the time, I realized I'm broke. And it's pretty cool how life happens because through my brother, who obviously I love more than anything and grew up with him, I met a guy named Ryan Morris. Ryan Morris is now our SVP of sales. Ryan was out in the field like us, building his business to get freedom back in his life. And when I met Ryan, we became friends in the beginning. And fast forward now 10 years, we're best friends. I was the best man at his wedding, and we're raising our families together. And I looked at Ryan the day I met him, actually a little bit after I met him and got involved, and I just said, what did you do to become successful? And here's a key tip for tonight, guys and girls. If you literally want to become successful in life, don't go ask your broke loser friend who complains about everything every minute of the day. You find somebody that's created success in that industry, and you ask them how they did it. Please, can I shadow you? Or please, can you give me tips? And that was my Ryan Morris. And Ryan looked at me, and I love how Brian said this, the residual income. We love the weekly checks for building a team and leadership, but the residual, recurring income is what it's all about. That's freedom. And when Ryan looked at me and said, describe what you do, James, on a day-to-day basis. I said, I buy cars, I sell cars. I hope to profit because I'm good at that. And then I hope to get a commission check, right? He said, what happens if you don't show up to work? And I physically told the truth. I said, in the car business, that doesn't happen. All my car people can agree with me. You always show up. If you're on your deathbed, they push you to the dealership so you can buy that car to make money. He said, seriously, what happens if you don't show up to work? I said, I don't make any money. He said, imagine this. Let's put residual income in your terms. I've never been part of residual income. I buy a car, sell a car, get money. That's my goal, right? He said, imagine buying and selling that car, doing what you're great at, getting a commission check that one time on that Friday. But imagine getting a check every time somebody started the car you sold them. And I looked at Ryan and said, I bought and sold over 30,000 cars. That'd be pretty cool. He said, imagine doing it back in the day with energy bills, and now wireless, and now brings home security. And what I'm so excited about, truly, which will be launched in the future. And at that time, I didn't realize. When I looked at Ryan and I said, be my mentor, show me what you've done. And he looked at me and said, if you put your drive and dedication that you do in this car business, I bled cars. I put all in efforts every day. And I will talk smack about the world today. People don't appreciate their jobs. They don't appreciate what they have. I walked into that dealership as if my name was on that sign because I appreciate what I had. But he told me, if you put all your efforts like you do in the car business in Connect, you'll move mountains. And that day I made a decision. I said, you know what? It's not all about how much money you have in your bank account. It's how happy are you. And that day I said, I want some time freedom back in my life. And you know what? This may or may not work for everybody. Let's do this disclaimer real quick. I decided that I wanted to go all in and make this work. That was my decision. And when people would try to knock me off my balance beam of life and tell me it's not going to work, I have to go in my comfort zone in the car business and keep pushing that way, I didn't listen to them because they're not me. I kept pushing forward, pushing through the brick walls, pushing through adversity, and fast forward 10 years later, for me personally, it worked. And I'm very, very thankful for that. And, you know, guys, everything I tell you right here is not to say, look at me. I'm telling you right now, I'm excited. And it's to say this. I'm a guy who had a lot of money, has a lot of money. And you know what? I thought I was living the dream. And I realized I had no time to enjoy life. You could be dead tomorrow. And what good is that, right? So you've got to live your journey. You got to experience the journey. This company has done more for me than I could ever imagine in my life. Fast forward 10 years later, I own a car dealership now for fun, to help out all my friends if they want to buy and sell cars. We're in real estate. My brother's a big guy in real estate, so we do that. I do a lot of different opportunities. But my favorite thing, like Brian said, is the Be the Best 2 movement. I now speak at schools when we could across the country about inspiring today's youth on how to become the best versions of them. Right now, I was a very positive guy in the car business, but I couldn't leave the car business for 5 seconds to go and speak at a school to hope to inspire a young kid. Well, now, because of Connect, and because I worked my tail off and didn't let the no's bother me, I kept pushing forward. I now have some time freedom where I'm able to give back and inspire today's youth on how to become the best versions of themselves. So in return, they can inspire other people, not just kids. I'm talking adults as well. And the last thing I'm going to tell you guys is, you know what? When I got involved with this, I didn't care about electricity. I don't care about cell phones, meaning I'm not passionate. I don't wake up every day saying, thank the Lord, baby Jesus, I went to college for electricity and cell phones, so now I can show people. No, I'm just thankful that I'm not selling anything. I'm literally saving them money most of the time. I'm literally showing them an idea and saying, it's free, it's simple, this and that and this. And if it's for you, great. If not, no big deal. Who cares? You say no, I say next. Keep it simple. Simple creates success. But the last thing I want to tell you guys, like I said, is, you know, I'm a dad now, but she's 11 months old. July 13th, she'll be a year-old baby, Alexandra Grace. I'm so excited, so blessed. My fiance, Alyssa, and I are raising this beautiful baby girl. And in the car business, I didn't want any kids. You want to know why? Because I knew I would never see them. I look in the car business at all the parents and the adults, and they're grinding bell to bell 7 days a week to feed their families, just selling cars for minimum profits on spit deals. And I said, I don't want any kids because I don't want to see them when they're 25. I want to see them now. If I'm going to have kids, I want to spend time with them. And I'm very blessed. Again, this may or may not happen for everybody, disclaimer here. But since I've become a dad, even before I became a dad, Connect has been an inspiration to me so much because all the people in Connect, they come here and they threw me a baby shower with my fiance. They threw a baby shower for us. Brian gave me a book that we read my daughter every single night. It's amazing about family that you grow. When we had the baby, I pulled up my blue Mercedes that Connect gave to me because I earned it. I go in there, and Executive Director John Costin from New Jersey, his beautiful wife, Chris Costin, was our delivery nurse. And we left the hospital, and I never had to worry about anything besides being with my daughter and my fiance, Alyssa. Every day I'm a stay-at-home dad. Every day I go to the park with my baby. We wake up in the morning, we go to bed, and we're going camping this weekend. Guys, I'm saying all that to say this. What makes you happy in life? Are you happy where you are in life right now, financially, mentally, wherever you are? If you are, I'm proud of you because you created success. If the answer is no, you need to change something in your life. Now, Connect may or may not be for you, but if not Connect, what? If not now, when? So what I recommend is this. You think about where you want to be in the next 5 years, and you need to write it up on a whiteboard or on a piece of paper and take the steps that it takes to create that goal that you're about to set. Connect might be the vehicle that gets you there. I'm telling you, I've been excited for electricity and wireless. But in 2020, almost 10 years later, I am so excited about our national expansion with Brinks Home Security and with Truvy that's about to pop and come out. I am so excited about life. And I hope you're as excited with me 10 years after you join our amazing company. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being on tonight. Get with the person that brought you to this Zoom meeting. And it's simple. Don't sit there and explain. Those numbers make me cross-eyed. I'm a right brain guy. Show me what to do, draw me a picture, turn my little body, and point me in the right way. And that's all you have to do. Get people to the Zoom and let us do the work for you guys. I appreciate you. Happy summertime. Go out there, enjoy, be the best you, enjoy your lives, believe in yourselves, and I'll see you in Successville. Guys, thank you very much. I'm out. See you later.